You do it, bud.
Oh, welcome back to the Dave and Joe Liberty Stand, everybody. We were in a board meeting. We just got out of that, as you can tell.
Well, we got ties on. So, yeah.
We forgot to dress down.
I was just with another woman, and she kept my shirt as a souvenir. So go ahead.
Oh, I know. I have no idea. Okay, so anyway,
He just knows I was gone for 3 minutes.
oh no. Okay, we digressed.
That's a joke, ladies.
Okay, so ISIS versus ISIL, what's the difference? Okay, so the two acronyms refer to the same group. ISIS stands for Islamic State in Iraq and Syria because the group's territory straddles the borders between the two countries. ISIL stands for Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant. The Levant is a historic name given to the entire region east of the Mediterranean from Egypt, east to Iran, and to Turkey. U.S. officials use ISIL instead of ISIS to emphasize the group's goal to expand its influence beyond the borders of Syria and Iraq. And the key is, and we started talking about this, what it's about, and I heard a talk on this too from my sources, and it was about territory, and you said territory because...
Oh, yeah, because when you want territory, it's because you want to rule over it, and you want your way, and they want... Well, that's why they're killing everybody. That they don't want. It's Sharia law.
Right.
They want if you don't
Muhammad.
comply with that, you know what, you've got to go. And not only are you going to go, they're going to do it in a very dramatic way and show everybody else how you go. Well, that's not true because they actually do kill way more people than we see. But whenever they have people that somebody knows who they are or whatever.
Or an American.
Or they're American or their kids
right.
or something like that.
But we're an enemy because we support...
Because we're not a Sharia law.
Israel.
Well, we did support Israel.
Yeah.
We haven't in, over 7 years. Do the math.
Yeah. But ultimately, the difference in the names is territorial, but it's based on territory. But and that is, like you said,
we go back to, we talked about this in a previous episode about the Sykes-Picot thing. Look it up, guys. Look it up. Just look up Sykes-Picot. I'm not going to butcher
that.
I don't know.
Okay.
But Picot.
We can put that on there.
Picot is spelled like it's a French word, and it's because he's a guy from France, and it's like Picot. So it's like Pito. Picot.
Yeah.
But it's Sykes-Picot, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. And you got to realize these people. You know what? I can't remember what somebody did to me 2 years ago, and I don't give a crap. I don't care. These people remember things for thousands and hundreds of years, and they're out to, by God, get everybody back and do. These guys are serious.
Well, the ideology, I think, behind the religion, is to pretty much destroy your enemy if they don't.
They're the only ones, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
and there's reward for that too, right?
If you disagree with me, you're gone, and you're right. And I will be rewarded for
by your acts, right?
By these acts of getting rid of you, the people that don't agree with me.
Yeah. Well, there's a guy I was listening to, and I think I posted it on our Facebook page. But Janet Parshall's interviewing him, but he was born a Muslim, his family and everything. And I remember he was talking about this your good deeds had to be greater than your bad deeds. So there's this works.
Now I can actually.
But that's how you.
No, I can put some.
I
mean, as a regular person that didn't think good deeds is killing people that doesn't agree with you, but
Right.
I can kind of agree with that. If you mean good deeds means you help people when you do.
But that was to get into their heaven or their to please their God, I guess.
Sure, right.
So if you did, if you did so many bad things, like he was talking about, it's like he always was trying to work to gain his, whether it's salvation or his heaven, of what his God or religion described or prescribed for him. That was kind of what he was. He talked a little bit about that. Mm-hmm. But like when he came to Christ, it wasn't about anything he could do. He couldn't do anything to earn his way into heaven. It was all what Christ did for him. So as we talked about earlier a little bit, I think about, the fact that we don't have to do anything. And I know what I was getting at is when, sorry, sidetrack. But when we,
That's all right.
the power to have victory over struggles and things in our lives, and even for heaven, is not in our own self. It can't come from within. It's from God. It's that gift from Christ. It's the power of God that can help us.
Do you know what you were saying?
To overcome.
Do you know what you're saying right now? No, I know you don't know what you're saying according to what I'm thinking about what you're saying is. So. Okay.
Can you clarify?
Take your decoder rings out. Did we send those out yet to you guys?
Clarify.
Get on our Facebook and get the decoder rings because you're gonna need them.
Go ahead. Go. Shoot. Go.
I don't know if I ever showed you this before.
I've seen that.
This is the Constitution.
That's our next show, brother.
Of the United States of America.
Okay.
And the first 10 amendments are the Bill of Rights. And everything Joe just said. Thank you, sir.
Are you, Lord? You are so good. I didn't even know.
We are all. We're the boss. We're the boss, and we don't owe anything to anybody but God. It's not the government. It's not the
the government was set up to help us keep things in.
Yeah, well,
right?
in this it was, but
right.
It's not now.
Oh, here's the
and
other
that's the problem. And that's why they don't like this
the Constitution.
in Washington. That's why they don't like Ted Cruz.
Because it gives the power to the people, not to them.
It's from God, from us to Washington.
And we are not called to harm others if they don't agree with us. And I think that goes back to this other topic we were on with
if
the
it
Black
neither
Lives
breaks
Matter.
my leg or picks my pocket, it's no concern of mine.
It's like we're fighting the wrong fight. A lot of times I think people, their energy is being put on to the wrong thing sometimes.
So many people are just not hurting anybody else, and everybody else is getting exercise over dumb crap and bullshit. And I am sick and tired of it. I'm tired of it.
Can't you tell? This poor guy. You guys, we're wrapping this. We'll be back on the next show. Tune in to the Dave and Joe Liberty Stand. God bless you. Good night.